Yeah, I went to visit her in prison.
Did she?
It was funny. She made me do one of my Dance Mom solos for all the inmates. There was like a performance. I don't know if those competitions really were real.
I was about to ask you. Can you tell us, was they real? The comps?
So I've heard different things. Me personally, I think they were set up.
Yeah.
I got to a point where I was like, maybe we shouldn't be promoting cheating and like pranks like that, like kissing other guys. Maybe we shouldn't be promoting that.
Hey guys, welcome back to another season of Ami Charlize's Private Story. This new series is going to be so good because I'm so excited to share even more about my world as I keep you guys up to date with everything that's going on in my life and spill even more tea. If you're new here, I'm a content creator with a passion for all things beauty and fashion, and I love to overshare and tell you guys a bit too much, so on this podcast you can expect things about my relationships, friendships and even more. And every week I'm joined by other influencers, celebrities, my own family members and friends to talk all about the latest gossip, their picnics and their very own private stories. And I want you guys to keep getting involved just like you did last season, so please make sure to keep sending in your latest stories, questions and dilemmas for us to work through in this judgment-free zone. So welcome back to my private story. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to Ami Charlize's Private Story. So today, I cannot tell you how excited I am for this guest. Did I ever think she'd be sitting on this sofa? No. But we've got Elliana Walmsley. Hello.
I am so happy to be here. Like you said, I never thought I would be sitting on this couch either.
Can't believe we made it happen.
But I'm here.
I know, and I'm so excited to see you.
How are you? So happy to be in London. I've been great. It's always so fun coming back. Just everything's so different, and it's such a nice change because like I haven't gotten to travel out of the country like recently. Yeah. So I'm so happy to be away from America.
I mean you've been a busy girl recently. I've seen you at Coachella. I've seen you everywhere. But before we get into it, can you give a little introduction to everyone at home that might not know who you are?
Sure. Hi, you guys. My name is Elliana Walmsley. You might know me from Dance Moms, Dancing with the Stars Juniors. I have my own YouTube channel, Chicken Girls. There are quite a few things, but I'm so happy to be here. I'm from America. I don't live here in London, but all my socials are Elliana Walmsley. If you want to go follow me, check me out. You don't have to, but if you'd like to, those are my socials.
Honestly, I've watched you since you was probably about 7 or 6, and it makes me literally so sad because you've grown up so much. But like we've grown up at the same time because we are the same age.
Because I've followed you for like, I mean, we follow each other for like 4 years now.
I know. I remember when you had like bleached blonde hair, these long extensions, and now Elliana's turned dark. You've gone to the dark side, and I love it.
I have gone to the dark side.
I love the brunette hair.
Who would have ever thought? You guys,
I remember you last year because basically, guys, backlog. Sorry, we could get into this very quickly. But I first followed Ellie. Well, I followed Elliana for years, and then Ellie followed me back. And then you come to London last year on tour, and I was like, I've got to see this girl. So I had a day off school. I went up to London. I come and saw you. We went for Pizza Express, which was
that
cute.
Place was good.
It was good. It actually was. I don't normally go there, but it was actually quite nice. So we went for Pizza Express, and then you had like bleached blonde hair, and I remember you going, "I want to be as blonde as you." Little did I know, the year after I was going to see you with brunette hair. I love it though. You look so good.
Thank you. I remember showing up. I was like jealous of your hair. I was like, I need to have that blonde of hair. And you know, I actually went this blonde for like a minute after I saw you, like around later that year, as blonde as you were, and then my hair was like falling out.
Yeah, like, it does get like
I mean, I was bleaching it like every 2 weeks.
That is so mad.
Like, and going over the bleach, it was just bleach on bleach on bleach on bleach on, and it was just
and your hair looks so good and healthy now. I love it.
So it's so soft. It's so nice when I like feel my hair. I'm like, oh my god, it's soft. Like, I've never felt this before.
No,
I have soft hair.
So tell me about the beginning, because you went on Dance Moms in 2016. Was that when you first started?
Oh my gosh, you know.
I know my stuff. Right, so you went on, what season was it that you went on to?
It was season 6.
Right.
So originally, when I was brought on, so I don't know, I mean, you've watched the show. Yeah. So there was actually a mini team. So it was like the junior leads, which you know is like Maddie, Kenzie, Nia, Kendall, Kalani, all those. And then they brought on a little mini team to, you know, just spice things up and make the Elise mad, which it did. Because here's the thing, we were good. Like all the little minis, like we knew what we were doing. Yeah. And hey, this is other people's words, not mine. Some people would even say that we were better than some of the elites. That is not my words. It's other people's words. Yeah. To kind of shake things up. And actually, here's a funny story. Originally, I didn't make it on the show.
Did you not?
So I auditioned in like September, and there was a final cut, made it to the final cut, and I was the only person that didn't make it out onto the show out of that final cut.
What?
Only person.
But then they brought you on anyways.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It was
so
because
how
my
old
mom.
was you?
It was my mom's fault. Because she was too nice.
Oh.
But,
really? They wanted like sassy mums.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it makes sense. Dance
we tried
mums.
again. She took a shot of vodka, so she was crazy, and then we got on the show.
That is crazy. And how old was you when you first went on?
I was 8.
You was 8.
I look at 8-year-olds now, and I'm like, I was really young.
Yeah.
Like, thinking back, I don't remember being that young, but I was 8.
Yeah, you was a baby, and I remember when you come on, and you was just so little, and you just used to flip it on.
I know.
You was incredible. So basically, when I went to LA when I was probably like 8 or 9. So it was when you first come on to Dance Mums, and I went to Abby's studio in LA.
You went to Abby's studio?
Yeah, it was on my Snap story. I'm going to send you the picture. You'll be like, what is going on? So I went there, and Mum's got a picture of me holding up a signed poster of you. How cute is that?
Are you serious?
And you've got like, you had the cutest little
the
teeth.
teeth,
Like,
the gap.
I had a gap tooth too, so we just felt like we was together, right? And I'm just holding it up and I'm just smiling in it.
Stop.
And Mum's got it on her phone and she showed me the other day.
I need to see this photo.
I was like, Mum, we can't show her. I was
No,
like, don't tell her, Mum.
Please, I have to see this photo.
But I find that so funny. So can you tell me, from the first time, because obviously there was a break between, because Abby went to prison.
Yeah, I went to visit her in prison.
Did she?
It was funny. She made me do one of my Dance Mom solos for all the inmates. There was like a performance.
Are you actually joking?
I am not lying to you. She was like, go do one of your solos. And she told the inmates that like one of the kids was coming. So they all like made an area for me in the cafeteria. And I did my solo in front of like maybe like 150 inmates. And I was like, wow, this is not something I thought I'd be doing with my time. But like, hey, this is pretty sick. Like, I'll do it.
Performing in prison.
And they were so supportive. Because, you know, I don't really think they get like performers.
No, I don't think that's meant to happen.
I don't think they have like Andrea Bocelli coming in to like perform at like the Victorville jail, you know? So they like loved it. They ate it up, and I felt so. I was like, oh my god, like they're so nice. Like,
oh my god, I never knew that. That is actually crazy.
Yeah, and
that could have been your private story. I'm sorry, that is a mad private story.
You know what's funny? I had a private story, and then something I posted on it, someone leaked it, so now I don't have a private story because I have trust issues because someone leaked something. Whoever it was, you know, I actually think it was a girl here in the UK. Really? I thought I trusted her, and I think she was the one who posted it.
Really?
Eve.
Let's go find
wherever
her.
Wherever you are.
Let's go.
I know you're here, Eve.
Let's go find her. So I was going to say, from the first time, and then obviously Abby come out of jail, you went on again for season 8 for a few eps. She wasn't on for the full thing, was she?
No, because I quit, and I was like, I'm not going back to season 8. And then I got FOMO, and then I was like, oh, maybe I kind of want to go back. And so I talked to the producers, and they're like, okay, we can make some drama out of this. So I went back for like 5 episodes, hated it. I was like, okay, this is not my environment.
No,
like,
you kind of had that already. You didn't really need to go back to it.
Because Abby was mean to me. She was like, you regressed. And I was like, I don't think that I did. I think she was just saying that.
Yeah, too comfortable with you.
And so I left again.
Yep, so she left again. But what was the difference between the first and the second time you went on? Would you say, was there much?
I would say, yeah, because, so listen, for season 8, it was a whole new team.
Right.
So it was like, you know, it was originally the elites, but for season 8, they were not there, and Abby brought on a whole new team, except for me and this other girl, Lily. So I felt like there was a lot of pressure because I was like, wait, I actually am the one that has been here the longest, because I was on a little bit longer than Lily was.
Yeah.
So it had a lot of pressure on me because I was like, I have been here the longest, and if I messed up, and like I almost too, like, I was like, I have to be better than everyone because like
you've got
I've
that expectation already.
The longest, yeah. So when she was saying like, you come back, and like I thought you were gonna come back with this big bang, and then now you're just kind of like mediocre, like you were better before. I was just like, I was really sad because also they brought me on to like in season 8, that was the drama, to be like, oh, like Elliana's gonna come like strike everything up, and there's gonna be all this like pressure on the kids because like Elliana
is coming in,
and then I wouldn't win, so it was just like awkward. I was like, which then again, like I don't know if those competitions really were real.
I was about to ask you, can you tell us, was they real, the comps?
So I've heard different things. Me personally, I think they were set up.
Right.
I've heard from girls that they were set up. I literally have like text documentation of them saying they're not real. So like,
really?
And then I've heard some girls go out like on podcasts or interviews and stuff and say that they were real.
So you don't know?
My opinion, I don't think they are, because like for certain drama and ratings and stuff, they have to fix things. I feel like I've literally seen it happen before. Like, one time, literally our producer at the judges table, like, writing on the judges, like, papers, like, writing things and the judge looking. And I was like, what is going on right now? Like, right before awards.
How did you kind of get into dancing?
I didn't have a choice. My mom just, like, when I was born, she just decided you were going to be a dancer, just no ifs, ands, or buts. So when she was changing my diapers when I was a baby, she was, like, taking my legs and, like, stretching them back. And my grandma was like, what are you doing to that child? Like, stop it. And she was like, well, she's not crying, so, like, it doesn't hurt. So literally my legs, she would take my legs and, like, stretch them.
And that's how you become flexible?
Yeah. And so it worked. And then I got put into my first dance class when I was 18 months old.
Oh my God.
So
He was a baby.
I was so young. And so I don't even think I knew what dance was. I think I was just like, I do remember hating tights.
Yeah.
Like the ballet tights. I hated them with a passion. I never wanted to put them on. Look at me wearing tights right now. I've progressed, guys.
Me, like, yeah, same. When I literally wear tights too. But when you was younger, I remember being like, oh, I hate this too. But I was going to ask you about when it comes back to Dance Moms before we move on. When you was on Dance Mums and people have come off now, older girls, your age girls, you all have different opinions, but a lot of the people have said, like, it was horrible on there, you had a really, really bad time on the show. Do you agree?
So I definitely didn't have an awful time. I definitely went through some stuff just as a person because, like, when I would lose the competitions, I didn't really realize, being how young I was, like, that it's not real and they do things for ratings and stuff. And I would let it define me as a person and be like, I'm an awful dancer because I got second place and stuff. And that's why it developed some mental health issues. And I lost, like, passion for dance for a while because I was just like, I'm such an awful dancer because I am never winning. Because I didn't win that much on the show. I mean, definitely a few times, but, like, in times where I really I felt confident. I was like, that was a great performance. Like, I know whatever happens, but, like, it'd be really great because I felt like I did well and I get, like, 5th place.
Yeah.
And so it was pretty degrading.
100%. I feel like for you as well, like, you was so young. And even for the older girls, like, they'd had that for so many years. It must have been so, like, deflating, like, hearing people rate you. Even outside of it, did you get much hate online?
So I didn't get that much. I mean, I definitely did, which, like, I have no idea why, because, like, I didn't really do anything, like, bad on the show or mean. I mean, he'll be like, oh my God, all she does is just cry. But I'm like, hey, you know what? Hate the game, not the player. Like, crying gets you airtime on the show.
Exactly.
So, like, I would just burst out some tears, just whip them out, and I'd be like, hey, this is going to make it in the episode. That means airtime.
That is a really good way of thinking, but also really sad.
I know.
Like, why do we think like this?
You have to fight for the airtime because there's so many people there that you're like, okay, I'm going to pull out the tears. She's like, oh my God, I suck. Like, I'm so defeated, because then it's going to make it in the show.
It's such a good idea. I mean, that is when you know you've been media trained to the max. That's a really good way of thinking.
My mom got a lot of hate, though. Yeah. She got, like, because she was crazy on the show.
I love her.
I know. Emphasis on the show, though.
Yeah.
She's not, of course. But, like, again, it got me airtime.
I know. So. I love it.
Thanks, Mom. She still gets, like, awful hate to this day.
Really?
Like, death threats. I'm like, come on, guys. This was, like, 8 years ago. Like, are we still talking about this? Like,
also, she was too nice the first time. That's why she had to spice it up and be mean. But she wasn't even mean.
No.
That is crazy to me. I was going to ask, final question.
Yeah.
Do you get on with Abby?
I do. I think I'm one of the only girls that still talks to her.
Really?
I really think. I'm actually doing a video coming up where she's teaching me how to drive. She has a fan where, like, because, you know, she's in a wheelchair, so she can't use gas pedals. It's, like, controlled by her hand.
Oh, my God.
So I'm going to learn how to drive, like, with gas, like, and go and with my hand. I don't know how that's going to work.
That sounds fun.
I'm excited. Literally, like, come on, like, Abby Lee teaches me how to drive. Like,
that is
just the best video
my God.
ever.
I mean, do you think she also kind of played that part for the show?
Oh, absolutely.
This whole strict woman.
She had a job to do.
Yeah. And she filled that job.
She did.
She made me believe it. As that 9-year-old sitting there watching Lifetime clips for an hour straight of your mum pointing in people's faces, I used to believe fully well that Abby Lee was horrible.
Absolutely. I mean, also, who's the first person you think of when you think of Dance Moms? You think of Abby.
Yeah.
Like, she was the backbone of the show. You know, everyone else contributed, but, like, all the viral clips, like, she had something to do with that.
Yeah.
I mean, look at how many sounds of her voice are, like, viral on TikTok.
I know. Too many.
So many.
I love it.
I mean, she's iconic.
she is very iconic.
And she had, again, a job to do.
And she filled it up. And she did very well at that.
Absolutely.
I was going to say as well, so you've got in America Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. If you're English, it's kind of like Strictly. Do you know what Strictly is?
Strictly Come Dancing.
Yeah. Okay. I love Strictly. That's my dream, to go on Strictly. And you went on Dancing with the Stars.
Is that the same thing? Like, it's like they get a celebrity and then...
And like a non-celebrity, they go together, they dance, they learn different routines.
Oh, okay. So it's like,
similar, I think. I've actually never watched a full Dancing with the Stars episode because we can't watch it here, I don't think.
Oh.
Maybe you can, but like on like websites that I don't even know how to use.
Yeah, so I was approached because they were doing a junior season. So like all little like tiny little people back in 2018. And I was originally approached to be one of the celebrities. Right. But then they kind of realized, oh wait, like she is like a dancer. And I wasn't known for like anything other than dance. So I couldn't say like I'm a pop singer, like I'm an actress. Like it was just dance. That's how I got, you know, like my following and stuff. So they were like, so they had me audition to be a pro. Now mind you, absolutely no ballroom training. None.
Right.
Zilch. I didn't know what I was doing. I took like maybe 2 classes at a convention, but I was not good. No. I look at my technique. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing.
I have never seen this. I need to like have a look into it.
Go watch it.
So who was the celebrity that you had?
So my celebrity I had was Jason Maybaum. He's on the Disney show Raven's Home.
I know who you're on about. I remember seeing this actually. I remember seeing you guys together.
He was low-key a bully to me the whole show.
Oh my God.
He was not the nicest, but you know, that's okay.
How was the whole experience of that? Was it a lot?
It was fun. It was so fun because our mentors, because we were so young we couldn't do our own choreography, were the actual pros on the show that are like the normal pros. So I was so starstruck meeting them. I was like, oh my God, I could not believe I'm meeting them right now.
That is so cute.
It was a fun experience because we got to film in the actual, you know, iconic Dancing with the Stars building.
Oh my God.
And stuff. And it was fun. The costumes. Oh my goodness.
That's why I want to do Strictly so bad, because the costumes, the makeup, the glam, like
the hair, they go all out. It's insane. Crazy. I've never experienced anything like it. Like the jewels on it that they hand like glue, like it's not like a machine. And every single week for multiple kids, they have the most extravagant costumes. I'm like, how did they do this? Like that itself was just a separate experience that I was like, I would live to experience this again.
Oh my God, that's amazing. So would you say, out of everything that you've kind of done in your career so far, what has been your highlight? Dancing with the Stars?
I would probably say when I did Radio City.
Oh my God, yeah, you did.
I was Clara at Radio City Music Hall with the Rockettes. That was like an unreal experience. Everything about it was
Tell me
insane.
More. Tell me more.
So I had actually auditioned 3 years to get this part. But have you ever seen the Rockettes?
Yes. I've seen it online. My mum went to it and I was so jealous because I really wanted to go. But we went to New York. I think it was like 3 weeks after it finished. Oh. So I didn't get to see it live. But I literally am obsessed with the Rockettes. We used to do in our dance school like the like remake of Rockettes. We was nowhere near like Rockettes. But like we tried to do it like the Rockettes.
It has been a dream of mine forever. I auditioned 3 years. But the problem was I was always too tiny.
Right.
Every single year I made it to the final cut, which like the first year I auditioned was when I was 8. So I was and everyone was like up here and I was like down here. And they were like, you're just too tiny. But I still made it to the final cut, which I was like, yes. They made a whole YouTube video about it too, which was like just me, and I was like, oh my God. And then everyone in the comments was like, Elliana for Dance House, Elliana for Dance House. I was like, wait, this is crazy. Like
you've got to have had it if they're posting.
Comments now. I auditioned the second year, didn't get it again. I think I was still too small. Then the third year, 3 times a charm. It was finally my year in 2019, and I was so excited.
But out of like dancing and back into like social media world, because you're like a influencer. I honestly love your content so much. Eliana's YouTube is really good. I binge watch it.
Stop.
So with your YouTube and things like that, what made you kind of want to start doing YouTube?
So I had actually had my own YouTube channel back in like 2017. Someone started for me. He's like, look, like I'll edit for you. I'll film your videos. I'll do literally, I didn't have to do anything. Wow. And I was so naive back then. I didn't know that you made money off of YouTube. Oh. I was just doing it to get exposure. So all of a sudden, like one video of mine did super well. And my friend was like, oh, you have ads on this. Like, that's great. You probably made so much off of that. And my mom and I were like, what? And she was like, like money, God. Like AdSense. And we're like, we don't, what is AdSense? Like, what? And so she was like, wait, you don't know? And
So was the man taking the money?
Yeah, and we were like, you make money off of YouTube? He did not tell us. He said that like YouTube is just, you don't make anything off of it.
Oh my God. So I'm guessing you dropped that man.
Yes, but then he held my channel for ransom, and he was like, well, I'll give you the channel, because he had the login, like, he made it. So he had the login and everything. He's like, I'll give you the channel, but you have to give me $50,000.
Oh my God.
And meanwhile, I thought this was a lot at the time. I only had like 40,000 subscribers, but like...
That is still a lot, though, to lose.
I know, and I wanted that channel, and he was like, 50,000. I'm like, okay, the channel only has 40,000 subscribers.
Why are we charging another 10 grand
50,000.
Yeah.
That's 50,000's crazy. So I just didn't have a channel for a few months. And then I got into this YouTube group, and that's where I met my current boyfriend, and he helped me set up my channel. The whole group really did. Like, if I will be grateful, like, if it weren't for them, like, I really would probably, I mean, maybe I would have been doing YouTube as now, but I wouldn't have had as great of a start.
And a platform to kind of begin on, yeah. So you was in the group for how long was you actually there?
Like 2.5 years. I started like end of 2020, and I left in around like end of 2022. So actually like 2 years, yeah.
2 years. So
it was a long time.
Yeah, a long time.
And I was like in it the whole time, like filming like every single day.
What was like a day in the life like for you guys?
Wake up, like get to there around like 11, film like 4 videos. Like there were a lot of us at one point. There were like 11 of us. So we would film like 7 days a week because like everyone needed like 2 videos. So we'd film 4 videos. We'd have lunch in between after 2 videos. Then we'd have lunch, film the rest of the 2 videos. And then I'd go home and it'd be like 11 at night and then just repeat. And consistently for a year. I did that. Then it got a little more because like a lot of people left. Yeah. So then there were only 5 of us. And so it got a lot more chill. And then we'd have like Friday, Saturday, Sunday off to like just do fun stuff, which was great.
Yeah, I bet you loved that, having the time off, because it must have been intense. Yeah, and we'd go to like, you know, like theme parks or lunches or go shopping and stuff like that. Because for a while it was a production. Like we were filming. And I mean the videos did amazing. But at the same time, you were still growing up.
It's crazy. I look back and like the videos we did were so easy and they do so well. But I got to a point where I was like, maybe we shouldn't be promoting cheating and like pranks like that, like kissing other guys. Maybe we shouldn't be promoting that. Like there was a big trend where it was like switching boyfriends for the day. I was like, yeah, because like you know I would not feel comfortable doing that. You also don't want to encourage kids to like cheat, you know, and make them think, oh, it's okay because it's a prank. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's still not okay. And I did that for so long, and so I've kind of stopped doing that sort of thing now because I'm like, I don't know, it's just not what I'm about, like promoting cheating, but being like, oh, it's okay though because it's a prank. Yeah, no, 100%. I agree with you on that a lot. So, right, we're going to play a game because we have gone over on the questions today. So I'm going to give you 3 topics and you're going to tell me your pick and your ick, so your favourite thing about it and your least favourite, basically. Okay, sounds good. First of all, a fashion look that you're loving and you're not loving. Okay, recently I've really been into the kind of like business. I love wearing ties. So what I'll do is I'll wear like a little tie and then like a cute little skirt. So it almost reminds me of kind of like business casual, not business casual, but like business old but money. Cute. I like it. Yes, old money. Love. Yeah. What I've not been into. My mom's going to get mad at me for saying this, crimped hair. That's not like, wait, no, that's not fashion though. No, it can be. I know what you mean. Yeah, okay. Definitely. Hair makes an outfit in my opinion. That's true. I would say that as well. I quite like, what do you mean by crimped? Do you mean mermaid waves? Yeah, like the mermaid waves. Oh, see, I just don't like them on me. They look good on other people. No, I do see what you mean. I like them first day and then second day when I wake up, I'm like, wash my hair, like this is horrible. I actually like them better the second day. I hate them the first day. Okay, maybe we're not doing it the same. Okay. I'm going to do it on you one day and you'll be like, oh, because I did it for Tallulah and she loved it. She was like, oh my God, this is so cute. I was like, I'm a hairstylist now. See, we did it together. Maybe it's when I do it. Maybe you're better than I am. Next, style of dance. Pick an ick. Okay, my pick for dance, ballet. My ick. What? I never thought you'd say ballet. Ballet is the foundation of all dance. That's my ick. Technique. Oh, that's your ick. Yeah. What's your pick? My ick is going to be tap. Yeah, okay, actually, no, I don't know. I feel like tap more than ballet, but they're on the same scale for me. I was never good at tap. My pick is contemporary. Oh, that's, yeah. Also my pick. I love contemporary. Me too. I really wanted to go to the play
Playground, LA.
Oh, would you go to a class of Millennium with me?
I don't think I'd be able to do it.
No,
I'd be
like
so
contemporary.
bad. Yeah, but like we'd have to do beginners.
No, I know.
You'd
I'll
be
take
like,
it. There's this guy I take all the time, and his classes are not that difficult, and I love them because there are always like not that many people in there. We're gonna take his class. Yes, we have to. I'm gonna force you to come with me.
I'll be sitting there like,
just go in the back. Wait, but there's also nowhere to hide because there aren't that many people in the class. So it's like when there are a lot of people, you can like hide.
I'll hide behind you. It's fine.
Okay. Just like stay
I'll be like, Ellie, going forward, and I'll be like at the back, like yes. I can't lie. I don't think I'd be very good, but we could try it. We could try it. I really want to just go and see it.
You have to take an authentic LA dance class.
Okay. Next one, reality TV show. Love Island's my pick.
Oh my god, I'll go Too Hot to Handle.
Do you like
it's just
that?
Fun.
I like that too. Actually,
I actually like watching the Australia version of Love Island. Because their accents.
I've not watched it yet.
Oh my god, because they have. I'm not even gonna try to attempt the accent, but they all have like the Australian accent, and they're all like so funny, and I'm like, I love this.
Okay.
Okay, what's an ick? Dance Moms? No.
You can't.
I don't watch much reality TV.
If I don't like it, I wouldn't watch it. So I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm gonna like not say. I'll just stick with Dance Moms because I can say that because I was on it. But if I say something else, then I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with you.
I still love watching Dance Moms. Don't get me wrong. I love it. It's so entertaining.
I still watch them clips on YouTube. The 3-minute clips of like someone having a fight with someone. I will watch that.
Oh, they're so fun. So fun. So will I. Absolutely.
So guys, if you haven't watched Dance Moms, go have a little look and tell us what you think. But we're gonna move on to listener questions. So the people at home have asked us questions. Remember, guys, if you're listening or watching and you want to send in a question for the pod, you can via Instagram at Ami Charlize's Private Story. We go through and we pick out 4 every ep. So this one is, who inspires you?
Ooh, okay. A big inspiration of mine was actually like then and now Tate McRae.
Love Tate.
Because Tate grew up a professional dancer.
Yeah. Create with Tate.
Yes.
I was obsessed with her.
So I remember the first time I ever met Tate was in it was either 2014 or 2015. Long time ago, and I remember she was on the stage assisting because she had won this title, and I was in awe of her. I was like, ugh. And she wasn't even that well known yet.
No, she wasn't then, because I watched her from when she did her Create with Tate videos. Yeah. So like, what, I must have been like, that was like 2017. Yeah, we was little then.
Yeah, we were so tiny.
Oh my god, and you knew her ages ago.
Yes. So then actually, a few years later, she had always been an inspiration of mine. This is when she was starting to get more well known. I actually won the title that she won as a mini, but then this time she was a teen. So it was so full circle because I was like, wait, I won the title where I first like found out who she was, and then she won it as teen, so we won the same year. So we toured together for a little bit on a few of the stops, and I was obsessed with her. I was like, oh my god, like it's Tate McRae. So I have like photos with her and stuff, and I'm like, wait, that's like so crazy.
She's massive now.
And then now, like her singing, oh my, I mean, she's always been an incredible singer, but right now, like, she's popping off right now.
Flo is looking for teen girl tips, and she wants them to be nitty gritty.
Oh, girl teen tips? Oh my goodness.
Invest in period pants.
Is that
so good?
What is that? I have no idea what that is.
She said nitty gritty, so I'm telling her.
I know, but what is that?
Like, they're like built-in pads into your underwear.
Oh.
So like, it's just
comfy. Oh yeah, okay, so I get a lot of emails to do brand deals for those, and I never do them.
Oh, see, I would take that because I love them.
Okay.
And like, anytime on my period, I just wear them, or like the pants from Victoria's Secret.
Oh.
So invest in that period. Ella says, do you ever feel upset or hurt by some of the hate comments, and how do you deal with them?
Okay, so the problem is like they used to really affect me when they would actually point out something I was insecure about that I already was like conscious about. So I was like, oh, that sucks. Like, but every time I like go to their account, the person that's hating, it's really sad because they'll always have like a Bible verse, I've noticed, in their bio. And I'm like, how are you going to sit there and write the most vicious hate comment and be like, I hate you, go die? And then be like, oh, like John, like 14:14. I'm like, no, like no, you can't do that. Or like God first. I'm like, no, but you don't stand by that though. Like,
yeah.
And then, but I'll notice, and then it's just normal girls my age that like, no, I mean, maybe they are doing something with their lives, but they just are like, it doesn't look like they're not doing much.
A good thing in their life.
That, like, doing it like that. They clearly are jealous or see something in themselves that they're insecure about.
and projecting it.
Yes, that's another meme.
Thank you. This is literally what I've been told my whole entire life.
Yes. And no, but it's
Definitely.
so true. Like, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, like, whatever. I hear that all the time. But that literally is true.
Yeah. And it's a sad truth. But, like, I think when it comes to hate and stuff like that, you have literally got to block it out and pretend like you don't care. Because the more you show you care, the more it fuels them into being like, well, she's affected by it.
Well, because they'll be like, oh, she's replying to the comments that are hate comments and not the nice ones. So I'm going to write hate comments so I get noticed.
Yeah.
Also, take it as a compliment because they spent their time and energy writing up that comment, so they clearly care.
And the last one is, can you tell us your favourite memory from last year?
Favorite memory from last year has to be either Japan. I went to Japan.
Oh my God, that's insane.
Or my birthday trip. I went to Bora Bora.
Oh my God, she was a travel girly.
I went to a lot of countries last year. It was crazy. Japan was like unforgettable because Asia is just beautiful. Like every single place you go.
I really want to go to Japan. It looks amazing.
Stunning. I'm literally already planning my trip back there this fall.
Really?
So excited.
I think just for me, like summer last year was just so fun. I had such a good summer. Like I was just with my friends and like I think I really enjoyed the festival season. I love festivals. So
do they have them here?
Yeah. We have a lot. I'm taking you to Reading Festival.
Oh my God.
You would be so confused. You would love it.
Lost.
You would be just a bit. But I think you'd like Reading Festival.
Ooh.
It's a bit mad.
So like people perform there?
Yeah, so like I don't know who you're gonna know. You'd know quite a few. You know Ray.
Yeah.
She's performing this year. Lana Del Rey's performing.
Oh, she is?
It's like big people. And then there's Wireless, which has got like Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice, Sexy Red, Flo Milli. There's a lot of good people.
Wow, a lot.
So
okay,
yeah,
dang.
there is good festivals here. Okay, so we've got one last question, and that is, what is your private story?
Oh my goodness. Okay, I actually thought about this one. I don't think I've ever said this to anyone except like Jensen and my mom.
Yeah.
So this is during COVID. I'm like 12 and, you know, no one's supposed to leave the house and stuff. And I get a call from my brother and he's like, hey, do you want to go to this party? And I'm like, oh. But I was feeling bad. I was like, I just want to get out of the house. Like, it's just so boring at home. I've been at house for the last like 4 weeks. I don't think I've had like much human interaction. Like, sure, I'll go. So it's like 1 a.m. So we decide to go to this party. Everyone, mind you, is also like 16, 17. So I'm the youngest. I bring my dog with me. So I walk in with my little chihuahua and I'm like, what is this? Like, it was like the quarterback of our like hometown college's apartment.
Right.
There were like couch cushions on the ground. And I was like, where's the couch? What happened to the rest of it? It was just cushions on the ground. Like,
what the hell?
People just like were so just weird. I was like, what is... So I literally just sat on the couch and was watching TikTok. And I was like, this is boring. I don't need to ever go to these parties ever again. It wasn't even good. There was like no music. It was just like...
So it wasn't an American party.
It was really warm in that house. I remember being like, oh, it's like too sweaty in here.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden, I get a call from my mom. And she's screaming. She's like, Elliana, oh my God, where are you? Oh my God. And like hyperventilating. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? And but I knew. Actually, I knew when I got the call that I was like, oh no. I was like, do I want to pick this up right now? And she's like, the police are on their way. And I'm like, what? She's like, I thought you were abducted. I was like, no. And she literally straight up thought I was abducted. Because I guess she goes, she was downstairs working in the basement, so I was like, I'll be fine. She's not going to catch me. She's in the basement. I guess she like goes up to ask me something, sees that I'm not there in my room, and just first thing she jumps to is that I'm abducted.
So she calls the police.
I'm like, you wouldn't have called me first before the police? Why would you call the police first?
Oh my God. I bet your mum was fuming at you.
So I come home and my brother's like, I don't know if I'm going to go up there. So he drops me off up at the neighborhood. I come down. The police are like, ma'am, where are you? It's like 3 a.m. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I was at this party. And they were like, and they're like, they thought I was like, I don't know. But I was like, I'm normal. Like, I'm fine. Like, I was just, and then I just went upstairs. My mom obviously yelled at me for like a long time.
I just went
to bed and then woke up the next day and just moved
Everything
on. But
was
she
fine.
was so mad. She was like, you should not be going to a college party. You're 12. I was like, I know, but I was invited. So,
yeah, I would love that. When I was 12, I didn't get invited to any party.
So I've never been to a college party since, and I really have no intentions of going to another one.
Oh my God. But thank you so much for coming on.
I'm so happy
Honestly,
to be
me and
here.
Elliana have got a really, really exciting day ahead. So you guys can kind of like look on our socials and see what we're doing. But no, it's been so good to have you on. Thank you so much for coming all the way to England.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to be here.
Honestly.
I'm so glad we got to make this work.
I know. And I'm going to come see you soon anyways.
Yes.
The return favour is I'll come to LA.
Exactly.
We can get Raising Cane's.
I'll take you to Raising Cane's, I suppose.
Thank you so much. But yeah, thank you to everyone listening at home and watching. Make sure to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, as well as follow us on Spotify or your podcast app of choice. You can also DM us with all your questions, your dilemmas, your problems, and we can go through them one by one and work through them on @Ami Charlize's Private Story on Instagram. And you can also follow us on TikTok and now also Snapchat. So make sure you go add me on there. Thanks so much. Bye.